Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Choctaw Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Peace, family. My name is Vicki Dillard for African Diaspora News Channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to give the video a big thumbs up and be sure to download our app. Yes, don't forget to download our absolutely amazing app, beloved. I think you're going to love it. The information should be attached. Thank you so very much. Family, sometime back, I discussed a high-level Ukrainian advisor to the leadership of Ukraine, the president even, that some say allegedly is illegitimate at this time because they didn't hold elections recently, called out Ukraine early on in its conflict with Russia because after President Ramaphosa of South Africa conducted an African delegation for peace talks between Russia and Ukraine, Ukraine's high-level advisor said something that was extraordinarily racist, white supremacist, and highly disrespectful. He said something that he didn't say to one European nation. What did he say? I want to remind you of what I discussed long ago in case some of you all are unfamiliar with this. In this headline, it says, Ukraine advisor rejects Africa's involvement in European affairs. I don't think that headline does justice to how disrespectful his statement was, but listen. The piece says, this comes as an African delegation led by President Cyril Ramaphosa, as I just mentioned, traveled to Ukraine and Russia to broker peace between the two countries. Watch this, in case you may have forgotten. Mikhailo Podolyak said in an interview that Ramaphosa and his delegation of African leaders had no business being in their country to negotiate a peace settlement between the two countries. It gets worse, family. He said that African leaders had neither the capability nor the power to get involved in matters they knew nothing about, adding that this was beyond their understanding. The Ukrainian media quoted him as saying Africa and his leaders were using the failed trip to achieve their geopolitical goals in favor of Russia, which provides Africa with food supplies. The African delegation had no goal of settling the conflict or finding a solution. Obviously, this is not their task. It is not at their level or competency. They just want to be on the misinformation agenda and resolve their own issues, like the increasing resources they receive from Russia, including food supplies. How dare you? Now, I know some of you all would say, well, hey, Africa and its nations, particularly South Africa and others that were part of that delegation, need to mind its own business and fix their own problems. Yes, of course, that's true. But you must understand that you are a nation that's situated between other nations. And while you must put most of your emphasis on domestic issues, you cannot ignore the international and global and geopolitical relationships. Why? Because many of the items you have in your country come from other countries. The way many of our countries, including the United States, are sustained is because of the extraordinary import and export and trade relationships that we have around the world. You can't just throw your hands up and just say, just mind just our business. You have to maintain a balance with the most of your attention addressing your domestic issues, of course. But I want to remind you something, Black family, in the United States and around the world. The channel on which I am on now is called African Diaspora. That means that we have a presence around the planet. That's important because guess what? We are the original people of the planet. And it's time for us to be involved in every level of our planet. Could it be that the reason why the world is in the situation that it's in is because everybody other than us is guiding it and advising it? Yes, we have been unfortunately enslaved and colonialized. But baby, slowly but surely, we're coming out of that place. Yes, it's taking some time. Yes, it's going to be messy. Yes, there are many fits and starts, but we got to start somewhere. And our issues are often ignored because we're not at the international table. We ought to use those as opportunities to address what's going on in the world and to plug our issues too, so that they can't ignore us. How dare some of the newest people on our planet sit there and disrespect the original people of the planet? I wanted to remind you of that. Ukraine, Zelensky, the rogue leadership that's there, and this high-level advisor, they're still getting calmer. Why are you saying that, Vicki? Well, watch this. Watch this. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Russia just gave a detailed press release on the Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov's recent trip to Burkina Faso and a couple of other Western African nations. Guess what some of the details that they discussed with Burkina Faso? Guess what some of the details were? Y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Specifically in Burkina Faso. I don't think y'all ready. Watch this. Watch this. Considering the key issues on the international and regional agenda, the two countries confirmed the alignment of their positions on the unacceptability of the policy of diktat of the collective West and the use of neo-colonial approaches in relations with sovereign states. I know that's right. Watch this. They paid special attention to reforming the UN Security Council, the situation in and around Ukraine, and the situation in the Sahara-Sahel region and the Middle East. Did you hear what I said? When the top diplomat of Russia touched down in Burkina Faso during his working trip, baby, they discussed not only the sub-Saharan West African Sahel region, they discussed the Middle East and things concerning and affairs surrounding Ukraine, in and around Ukraine. Everybody feels like that they can tell Africa what to do. You got other countries, big countries and small countries, that's all involved in the business of Ukraine and the EU and other Western blocs. Talk black to me, somebody. But you all want to tell other countries, African countries and leaders, to get out of your business. No, baby. The whole wide world is our business. And we can use it for our strategic advantage too, if we do it well. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about it. Trust and believe Ukraine, the Ukrainian leadership, the Ukrainian regime there, and its advisors, they still getting karma, baby. And I love every moment of it. My name is Vicki Dillard, beloved. Be sure to give the broadcast a big thumbs up, and share. This is important so that we can notify others and overcome some of the blockages of getting our messages out. Beloved, also be sure to download the app, of course, here at African Diaspora News channel. And beloved, be sure to check out my channel at VickiDillard.tv. That's VickiDillard.tv. Hopefully they'll put my name up, VICKI Dillard.tv. I can't wait to see you again.